Political Buzz is your rapid-fire look at the best political topics of the day. 3 questions, 30 seconds on the clock. Playing with us today, CNN contributor and managing editor of the conservative blog RedState.com, Eric Erickson, and Jason Johnson, professor of political science at Hiram College in Ohio and chief political correspondent for Politic365. Welcome to both of you.
Good morning.
Okay.
Thanks.
First question. John Edwards has sinned, but he says God isn't through with me yet. He still believes there are good things I can do. That from John Edwards. So the question, does God have a plan for John Edwards? Jason?
God does have a plan for John Edwards. He wants him to go forth and speak the gospel of campaign finance reform. I actually talked to a Democratic strategist at Corvus Communications about this. If you look at this case, the reason Edwards got in trouble is because his bundlers used this money to hide his mistress back in 2008. Under the current laws, they could have put together a Restore Our Mistresses super PAC, and he could have been completely covered from any investigation from the FEC. So that is God's plan for him. Campaign finance reform the John Edwards way.
Eric?
Oh, I think that God has a plan for everybody, but I'm pretty sure the voters don't have a plan for John Edwards.
We're having trouble with the shot. This is coming out of Macon, Georgia. We've lost Eric Erickson. Should we take a break and then come back? We're going to take a quick break so we can get Eric back. Sorry, Jason. We'll be back. Okay, we're in the midst of Political Buzz, a rapid-fire look at the best political topics of the day. 30 seconds on the clock. We lost Eric Erickson, but we got him back at least on the phone. So, Eric, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear your voice. We're going to go on to question number 2. A cavalcade of stars descending on Wisconsin to lend last-minute support in the gubernatorial recall election. Republican South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley and Democrat Bill Clinton, among others. When this Wisconsin recall election is over, what will it say about the nation? Eric.
Not a whole lot. It'll say that voters in Wisconsin really got tired of all these recall efforts. They may or may not like the policies, although I think they're starting to see the benefit of them up there. Joblessness has gone down in Wisconsin. Jobs are up in Wisconsin. And, you know, the one person missing in action there is Barack Obama, who Republicans really want to see there because he's batting 1,000 and campaigning for people for statewide office who go on to lose.
Jason.
It's not really going to say anything about America as a whole. It says something about Wisconsin. This state is going to go blue. It's also another example of how the Republicans overreached after winning many governor's mansions in 2010. It's not going to be an indicator of anything larger going on, but Democrats better make sure they don't lose badly in this election, or it's going to be a huge problem for them heading into the fall. Okay,
on to question number 3, your buzzer beater, 20 seconds each. Third question, you heckle me, I'll heckle you. Mitt Romney says, yes, he did send hecklers to an Obama campaign event in Massachusetts.
For many of the events I go to, there are large groups of, if you will, Obama supporters there heckling me. And at some point you say, you know what, sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. If they're going to be heckling us, well, we're not going to sit back and play by very different rules. If the president's going to have his people coming to my rallies and heckling, why, we'll show them that, you know, we conservatives have the same kind of a capacity he does.
Hey, tit for tat, but helpful? Eric?
I'm not a big fan of heckling anywhere, but, you know, he's right. Democrats have been heckling all over the Republicans. In fact, Clarence Thomas, even Justice Thomas, gave a speech and had people from Common Cause outside the speech calling on him to be lynched. I mean, you had Republicans in Ohio supporting John Kasich, who were shouted down by Democratic protesters with megaphones. It's not helpful on other sides. I'm just surprised that Mitt Romney stopped doing this.
Jason.
This is absolutely pathetic. I mean, look, for Mitt Romney to live in this paranoid universe where Barack Obama is actually going to send protesters out, people do that anyway. It's called being enthusiastic. If anything, Romney should be happy that hecklers are showing up. He might actually break 1,000 at one of his rallies. This is a really bad example of how he operates as a presidential candidate. He should leave this alone. This is not something that you want to do if you want to say, I want to be the leader of the free world, let alone this country.
Jason Johnson, Eric Erickson, thanks for playing today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.